Hey, Tommy Tell the Truth here, and it is 4:20 in California, aka California. All right, I'm not coming out of retirement, but this is something that I think needs to be covered, and I'm calling all flat earthers, calling all NASA deniers to step up and show people that are interested in this story that this is them covering up that it's a satellite. That's it. What they're claiming is a spy balloon is a satellite, folks. The only kind of satellites they have up there, which are attached to balloons. Anyway, I'm gonna play a song or two. Welcome.
Forced into my mind, this made up glow. Now I've set free my mind. I let it go. If this life should last forever, at least we are together. I know I'm not alone. We know it's not a glow. Anywhere, whenever, apart but still together. I know I'm not alone. We know it's not a glow. It's not a glow. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. No, it's not a glow. Spinning ball earth. I now know that you're fake. Deceived since birth. I'm no longer being played. If this life should last forever, at least we are together. I know I'm not alone. We know it's not a glow. Anywhere, whenever, apart but still together. I know I'm not alone. We know it's not a glow. It's not a glow. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. We know it's not a glow. Not alone. Alone. Not alone. I'm not alone. Not alone. Not alone. We know it's not a glow. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. We know it's not a glow. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone.
Cap and nap is not
We
alone.
know it's not a
Hey,
glow.
glow.
This is music that's been destined for this time and age, bringing the message with solutions that prepares a way. While we're still human, moving closer to the judgment day, they have invaded, grooming sheep unless they set the stage. I fear no evil, I got Jesus, my deliverer. I've been forgiven, saved, no longer a prisoner. I've been redeemed, made, I'm an alien, a visitor. That's right, I'm freed, I'm remade with the signature. Got a new vision, I've been saved because his son is risen. It's a decision that was made to send me on this mission, exposing lies and proclaiming truth without no fear. We see the signs of the times and we shout it clear. Unfolding prophecy that's obviously happening, erupting rapidly, it's absolutely baffling. We cannot panic even if they plan a whole pandemic. We knew eugenics was a scam to hybridize genetics. Needed a lie to unite the world to all obey. They've always tried throughout time to change our DNA, paving the way for the Antichrist and one world government with sheep are lining up to take the mark. They're loving it. What in the world could be happening? When everyone that you know has been controlled, entertained, panicking. Mind control like the mannequins. It's just a sign of the times, revelation, unraveling. What in the world could be happening when everyone that you know's been controlled into panicking? Mind control like the mannequins. It's just a sign of the times, revelation, unraveling. Truth is exclusive, it's not relative, it's absolute. It's undisputed, it's been proven, there's no substitute. Conclusive facts are now offensive in our current times. You'll get attacked if you attempt to shift a paradigm. You can't relax enough to share your mind or even have a thought. You might get bullied by the left, acting like robots. Automatons that respond like they're human pawns. Virtue signaling their mass toward Babylon. In every area we're seeing mass hysteria. And not just in America, but everywhere. Staring in the face of Armageddon as we're heading towards apocalyptic waters that we're treading toward America's dead end. Producing misanthropic modern day demonic like embodiments, modifying the minds of bodies and environments, censoring anything that's offensive unto the narrative, threatening anybody whose actions are not affirmative. So what's the real message we're seeing from these progressives? If you don't agree with them, then they get violent and aggressive. Essentially what they're doing is making people submissive, till eventually beliefs and opinions won't be permitted. What in the world could be happening when everyone that you know's been controlled into panicking? Mind control like the mannequins. It's just a sign of the times, revelation, unraveling. What in the world could be happening when everyone that you know's been controlled into panicking? Mind control like the mannequins. It's just a sign of the times,
Never go full
unraveling.
NPC.
Open your eyes, hear the warning call. The great divide on both sides, and the lies told big and small. But unified, we will never fall. With Jesus Christ on our side, we're like watchmen on the wall. His word was given as pre-written future history, and can be counted on with confidence and certainty. Not poetry or allegory in its own category.
Yes, I am.
Positively,
Live,
it's his story.
live.
For everything there is a season. There comes a time to serve a purpose that is planned out for a reason. When evil needs to be defeated, we must unite and come together and even fight if it be needed. Ready for anything, prepared for coming prophecy. It's like we're living in the movie Idiocracy. No second guessing, I got weapons, I got ammunition. Both in the spiritual and physical, I have a mission. Protect my faith and my family from the opposition. I'm not afraid to take a stand and make a split decision. I know my rights, I know the law, so don't you tread on me. Won't turn my cheek if you try to take my liberty. What in the world could be happening when everyone that you know's been controlled into panicking? Mind control like the mannequins. It's just a sign of the times, revelation, unraveling. What in the world could be happening when everyone that you know's been controlled into panicking? Mind control like the mannequins. It's just a sign of the times, revelation, unraveling.
Oh my. Indeed, the book of Revelation is unfolding because the elite are making it happen. Hello, folks. Wow. The Gooberment never ceases to amaze me. And so there is a huge story out right now. Over 7,000 people watching agenda-free TV, which is certainly not agenda-free. But anyway, you know, anything goes these days. This guy's killing it, dude. He's got 264,000 subscribers. But believe me, he is very biased. And you see he got the globe behind him. Oh, I can't even stand to say that word. Anyway. So, Chinese spy balloon, aka satellite, hovering over U.S. Now, is there an issue with this satellite that it's just lower than they normally are, or whether maybe that's the height they're at anyway? They said this thing is like 10 miles up or something like that. I don't know, but anyway. So this guy here is covering the story, and the government has already made comments on it. The DOD has, and it's becoming a big story, and people were like, why don't we just shoot this thing down? Well, it's the Chinese, and of course it's not manned, but it is a giant balloon, helium balloon with a satellite attached to it. And they don't want to tell you it's a satellite and that's the only kind of satellites they have up there, because space is not what NASA says it is. Anyway, so I do have a video that's part of his show here that I uploaded. Let me see here. I'll show you that real quick. Should be, I guess I'll have to, because I just uploaded it. Should be there. Let's see. I'll just go to YouTube Studio. Okay, here it is. Bear with me. I haven't been live in 4 months, 5 months, something like that.
Wednesday. So again, this is posted by the Billings Gazette. Let me, for the moment, do this. Hit play here.
Folks,
Sitting in
this
my
is
driveway here in Billings, Montana, and right now there is a ground stop on our airport, and this thing is up in the sky, and I have no idea what it is. It's been there stationary for about the last 35 minutes. It's about 5:30.
It's a satellite.
Wednesday,
That's the only kind of satellites they have up
23rd.
there. And they're trying to call it a spy balloon, but it's really a satellite.
I'm shooting at it with about a 500 millimeter lens with a 2 times teleconverter on it. So this is at about 1,000 millimeters right now.
Again, this was posted yesterday. The Billings Gazette posted it. The video was shot by Chase Dope.
And for those of you who...
It's a dope video.
the moon is not the moon. The moon is off to my right. I can see it. This is significantly smaller than the moon. All right. Again, for those of you who might think this thing is the moon, there's the thing. And whoa, there's the moon. It's not the moon.
The moon is just a helium balloon,
Wow.
like this
So that
thing.
was-
Ha ha ha.
Again, you can see that the Billings.
That's all they have for
Gazette
satellites,
says video
folks.
of Chinese spy satellite
Real talk.
hovering over Billings.
Earth is
Wednesday.
flat.
I just retweeted.
Okay, so there was that I made. He is still live. Let me just check on you guys here. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Phil Fire, Rick Swain, Melanie, Craig, and Chris. Good to see you guys. 11 of you right this moment. 12. Okay. So I'll go ahead and tune in just for a second on his live show.
A source familiar with the situation told CBS News that when briefed yesterday, Mr. Biden had initially wanted to shoot down the balloon. But as he sought military options from the defense secretary, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and others, they advised against such action because of the risk to Americans on the ground. Wow. Hey, thanks to our new member, Daniel Moore.
Okay. So anyway, the government is saying it's a Chinese spy balloon, but it's no threat. So we're just going to let it keep collecting data, over the U.S. Of course, the elite run all the government, so all the wars are scripted. We know all this crap. I mean, but the fact is, they are trying to say this thing. I know I'm going to show you some pictures of it too, so you can see, what it is. They say it's the size of 3 school buses. So it's basically like a blimp, a round blimp with a satellite attached to it. And that's all they have up there, folks. This is all a big cover story just to keep you from, thinking it's a satellite, or knowing it's a satellite. So there's like, oh, it's just a spy balloon, but that's all satellites are anyway. It's basically a spy, thing, whatever functions they put up there, but they're not in some orbit around Earth, in some fake space like NASA says it is, but it's not what they say it is, and certainly you couldn't put a balloon in if the Earth was moving, as fast as they say it is, and they say that as fast as they say that anything they put up there in the sky into space goes, but all they have is what's inside the dome in the atmosphere, used with helium. NASA uses more helium than any other entity on the flat plane we live on. And they also say, now this is just NASA, they say that the moon is full of helium and that they hope to be able to mine it out someday. That's how badly they want helium and use helium to keep their satellites up there, and maybe even a fake space station too. But there is no space station up there in space, neither. So this is it, folks. They're showing their hand. They're showing what they have, but they're telling you it's just a spy balloon. My butt. Spy balloons are actual blimps, and they have been known to use blimps to spy on people, including the U.S. and so that's known. That's been known for a long time. They don't want to talk about that neither. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna probably have to go to Twitter to find those pictures. Oops, gotta spell spy balloon right, don't we? Okay, yeah, that's one of the videos he showed right there.
Right. And then there's that. What planet is that?
There are no planets. There's a play net. We're in a play net.
There's the moon. Right. And then there's that. What planet is that?
Okay, there you go, right there. There's a picture that they took of it. See clearly a satellite with a frickin' helium balloon attached to it, folks. Come on. That's all these people have up there. Faking space with this crap right here. And now they got a cover-up story saying it's a spy balloon. Yeah. I hope y'all get it, what I'm trying to show you here. Oh my goodness. Hey, Dr. Evils. All right, so let's go back and see what he's talking about.
Article. Phaetux News mentioned that as well. So we should check the AP article. Chinese spy balloon spotted over Western U.S. The U.S. is tracking a suspected Chinese surveillance balloon that has been spotted over U.S. airspace for a couple days, but the Pentagon decided not to shoot it down due to the risks of harm for people on the ground, officials said Thursday.
They don't want to shoot it down because they don't want people seeing their fake space satellites that they're just conveniently calling a spy balloon.
So that, which would mean it's a surveillance or spy balloon. Another report we read said from one of the reports we read said it had been flying over sensitive sites.
Not one person in this chat over here. There's still around 7,000 people watching. Who knows how many in the chat? Not one person since I've looked off and on here has said anything about satellite or fake space. There's so many NPCs that just buy whatever is put in front of them by NASA, by the media, and it's time to expose their lies, folks, and people deserve to know that we don't live on a freaking ball flying through space, and they deserve to know that the space is not what NASA claims it is, and that they're not going into outer space. They're not on Mars. You can't go land on these luminaries. I mean, come on, folks. This is ridiculous that they're getting away with this cover story.
Incident. The balloon, according to an official, is large enough that despite its high altitude, commercial pilots can see it. All air traffic was halted at Montana's Billings Logan International Airport from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. yesterday as the military provided options to the White House.
The fake house.
A defense official said what concerned them about this balloon launch was the altitude the balloon was flying at. That's interesting. And the length of time it lingered over the location. This is interesting here. The altitude the balloon was flying at. This is the first report I've seen that officials were concerned with the altitude the balloon was flying at. That's really interesting.
What powers those things? I'm interested in knowing. I know that it's hanging up there by helium, but it must have some kind of way to stop and go, But or at least, they're controlling it in some way and keeping it, taking it, putting it where they want. But anyway, folks, it is a satellite, not a spy balloon, and that's all they have. Ceiling Fan Man should be all over this. Definitely, Jeannie. You should tell Ceiling Fan Man to check this out and clown on it on the next show. He does. Oh my goodness, man. I tried to get Brian Stavely to join me, but I think he's taking a nap because he's going to be live tonight with Rasta Bear, the Rasta Pasta Man. All right, so what do y'all think? Am I right on this? I mean, it's what's going on, right? They're trying to cover up, keep you from thinking it's a satellite, and that's all they got up there. They're just calling it a spy balloon. Imagine that. Okay, Jeannie, gotcha. Again, look at this picture, man. Look at that. It's a gigantic helium balloon. Round helium balloon with a gigantic satellite, whatever you want to call it, piece of technology with cameras and whatever, power, solar power, I'm sure. The fact that they don't shoot it down if it was Chinese should tell people that they're all one government. It's a one world order government. They want a one world order currency, government, religion, etc. And they've had the one world government pretty much forever. I mean, sure, there might be some tiny countries that are sovereign, but all the big players, they're all cousins. They're all brothers and sisters. They all do what the elite tell them to do. They script and fake and stage wars. Oh gosh. And they fake space travel. They fake space satellites. They fake going to the moon and Mars. And it's a big bad joke on the taxpayers who fund all this crap that they do. Unnecessary crap. Here's some other pictures of it. Let's see.
Here's the moon.
Yeah, we saw that. There's another one we haven't seen there. So they're saying they're concerned. The government, that it's over Montana, one of only 3 places where they have their so-called fake, nuclear weapons, and their silos to fire what they call nuclear weapons off to defend America or whatever. Yeah, so it's becoming a big story around the world now, and of course it's going to be like, look at America. They're allowing Chinese to spy on them. If they're worried about shooting down a balloon, then what are they going to do when China comes over with a bomber? Oh, we don't want to shoot the bomber down, our fighter jets down because it might hurt the people on the ground. It's so stupid of an excuse. Oh my gosh. Well, we're not going to shoot the thing down because it might fall on somebody's house. We've already seen satellites fall on people's houses before. This is not, so it's just ridiculous, dude. This is just, you got to be kidding me. I don't want them to get away with saying that this is just a spy balloon. This is what they pretend space satellites with, folks. Come on. Oh my goodness.
See. So Ankit Panda posted that one. He says, looks pseudo-sat-ish. Again, like it has like these panels like you'd see on a satellite.
Imagine that! Like on a satellite. Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Finally, somebody said satellite.
Big thanks to MSU Kiwi for giving the membership. Also, Philippe Lewis, it's very kind capabilities. Now, we are hearing from the U.S. government. They're saying it's a spy satellite, surveillance satellite, and that it is not a threat to the U.S.
Now I always want to call it satellite.
Who knows if there's other information that they're not telling us.
Very interesting. That's the first time for him to call it a satellite. Now people are talking about in the chat, finally, how is a spy satellite not a threat? Wow, that's funny.
Thanks. We have an update. Chris Renfield, thanks, Chris, for letting me know. The Department of Defense has put out an official update.
Ooh.
An official update from the U.S. Department of Defense. So let me show you this.
Department of Jokes. Bad jokes. Oh, that spinning globe. Ugh.
Look right here. This is from the Department of Defense. U.S. tracking high-altitude surveillance balloon, most certainly launched by China. It's currently floating above the United States. So this just came out.
They blame everything on China.
An intelligence gathering balloon, most certainly launched by China. Most certainly launched by China, says the Department of Defense, is
it's full of CV-19. Oh no!
The Defense Department announced
can't shoot it down.
It's got
a virus in it.
The U.S. government has detected and is tracking a high-altitude surveillance balloon that is over the continental U.S. right now, said a spokesperson during an impromptu briefing. The U.S. government, to include NORAD, continues to track and monitor it closely. Ryder said, we've heard some of this before. Ryder said the balloon is well above commercial air traffic. It doesn't pose a threat to civil aviation. He said this is the first time such a balloon has been seen over the U.S. Reportedly, though, it's concerning to the government officials how long this balloon has been over the U.S. After the balloon was detected, Ryder said the U.S. government acted immediately to protect against the collection of sensitive information, though he didn't detail what measures were taken. A senior defense official who participated in the briefing on background only said the U.S. intelligence community has very high confidence the balloon belongs to China, and that the U.S. has engaged with Chinese officials
Probably belongs
with
to
urgency
NASA.
through multiple channels
Need to call
regarding the
NASA.
presence of the balloon.
They say.
I can actually change my headline because now we have the U.S. government saying this.
See, don't forget, people. Do not forget that they legalized propaganda. So the news they put before you is usually 100% just scripted, fake, made up, whatever, or completely, opposite of what's going on. So I mean, it's why it's so absurd. That they think they could get away with this, calling it, just a Chinese spy balloon. Oh my goodness! All right, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna come over here and see what's going on with y'all. Phew. Yeah, what a joke. Yeah, Sins man, his agenda is globe support for sure. No agenda, but agenda free. But he has the globe spinning behind him. My goodness, man, I can't believe it. What a joke. Okay, let's see what Fox News.
And then entered U.S. airspace through Canada. Some ally, the Canadians are, didn't even give us a heads up. Trudeau's probably too worried about the truckers. And so apparently, the spy balloon flew over Alaska and then entered U.S. airspace through Canada. Some ally, the Canadians are, didn't even give us a heads up. Trudeau's probably too worried about the truckers.
That's Ucky Fox News. They're all Ucky, though. Ooh, that's interesting. It's like there's two of them in that one. Who knows? Another one from Fox News.
Spy balloons across his territory?
Yeah, little surprised by that too. I hope it's that they did, and that wasn't reported, as opposed to them not knowing and not saying anything. But I guess the fact that we tracked it coming over the Aleutian Islands, apparently we were aware of it. But I gotta agree with you there. I mean, look, that if we were worried about any ground clutter, I mean, we could have, knowing where the thing is, we could have tracked and cleared the ground there and then knocked it down if we wanted to. So I'm not sure what we think we gained, but I probably would have done with you. I probably would have popped it.
And what's up with Trudeau? Is he spaced out? He didn't give us a little warning that the
Crazy man. Everybody's reporting on it. Jeez. I'm here to just not let them get away with saying that it's just a spy balloon. It is exactly what they have for satellites in their AKA space, outer space that doesn't exist. NASA rules their minds. Yes, exactly. Brian, millionaire, he owns a mansion. Let's see. Oh, there's the man. Check your Facebook, Brian. You woke up, I guess. Pretty sure you probably took a nap since you're going live with Rasta later. But come on. I sent you the link. Come on, Brian, and just give me your thoughts on this spy balloon. Please, sir. Please. What a joke. I'm gonna play a song. and see if we can get O'Brien to come on for a minute. I'm not going to be on much longer, but yes, I am still retired, Brian, but this is something that I feel needs to be covered to, to counter what they're saying. Stupid.
Let's take a trip back to civilization, Babylonian kings and ancient Mesopotamia. Research inscriptions and read translations, the myths and legends, what's fact from fiction. Depictions of giants who ruled the land, double rows of teeth and six-fingered hands. The men of renown before the flood, when the angels fell to pollute the blood. They mingled their seed with both man and beast, and besieged the whole world with these circus freaks. They were drowned in the deluge, but once deceased, they became demon beings to corrupt beliefs. The basis of myths, these strange relations, the gods of the Greeks and the ancient pagans. They worship the sun and the moon and stars, and channel these spirits like avatars. The Nephilim bloodlines from the fallen ones, the ancient hybrids and redhead giants have now returned like a deadly virus.
Like a mildly virus.
From the fallen ones, the ancient hybrids and redhead giants have now returned like a deadly virus. Nimrod was the first after the flood to build a tower of bricks made of straw and mud. Exalted himself to reach the heavens, to be like God through self-ascension. Enchanted through mystical tricks and antics, he practiced witchcraft, the blackest magic. Communed with the darkest depths of the abyss, like elites and occultists within our midst. Enlisting dark spirits they know exist, and repeating perversions they can't resist. To be their own god, the first lion schism, the Luciferian definition, a false pantheon of apotheosis. The Gooberment, Nirvana gnosis, presented and channeled in pantomime through the mantis, the grays, and the serpentine. The Nephilim bloodlines from the fallen ones, the ancient hybrids and redhead giants have now returned like a deadly virus. The Nephilim bloodlines from the fallen ones, the ancient hybrids and redhead giants have now returned like a deadly virus.
Shout out the Flattering Farms.
There's no secrets to find or mysterious ways, hidden in plain sight, right up in our faces. Romans 1:22 repeated through the ages. Professing to be wise, they became as fools. Worshipped idols made with their human tools. Fused science mixed with the mystery schools to manipulate DNA molecules. First fallen angels bred with human beings, then they were fairies and elves and changelings. Next we had alien grays abducting. Now the new disguises inside our machines. These
Oh, yeah. All righty then. So let's check in with Mr. Agenda Free My Ass TV.
I think this might be a Montana outlet. What is nonstoplocal.com? Hold on. This is a billing site. Hold on. ABC Fox Montana posted this. There's another picture of it right there. Hold on. A lot of this stuff is stuff we've heard before. It's been observed using multiple methods, including manned aircraft. Okay.
And drones, they just don't want to tell
Again,
you.
there's a picture of it right
And
there.
their own
Let me show you
spy
another picture of it. Hang on.
balloons and spy satellites balloons. I mean, it's probably one of NASA's, and they just blaming it on China, and China blames everything
This
on
is
us,
from,
and
I
Russia does too. It's a big
This is
joke,
from ABC
inside
Fox.
joke
ABC Fox
on us.
Billings. And Kit Panda posted that one.
Yep, you showed us that one. If there really was a virus, you know, that's all somebody, one of these
James
countries,
Eckert says,
if they really were our enemy,
I mean, maybe this is intended
could
to send
do
a
just
message.
send
right?
send one of these big blimp things, you know, satellite things
Let me
over,
check some
and,
of the messages people are sending.
you know, burst, have
this
it
has
burst,
now
and
been
have an
confirmed
airborne virus if
by the
that's,
Defense
if that
Department.
was
Wow.
real. But now, could they do some chemicals? You know, release some chemicals and damage a little bit of area or something like that? Yeah. But they're showing us this for a reason. This is a setup for something else too. But they probably tried to hide this as long as they could, and they did for a couple days or so, a few days. You know, it's been over. They say over the United States.
One of our viewers mentioned tanker aircraft to me. The tanker aircraft that were flying in Montana are not flying there anymore, right? Earlier in the stream, we showed you several tanker aircraft in Montana that were like going in.
Oh, they wouldn't be flying at night. Oh boy. All right. So anyway, holy moly. It's just ridiculous that they think they can get over on us. And they can get over on the NPCs, but they cannot get over on us with this crap. I hope not. Clown World. Chinese spy balloon flying over U.S. right now, Pentagon says. Clown World. Official Clown World, no caption needed. Yeah, it's a clown world. For sure. Holy moly. All right. Well, I thought Brian would come on and give us his thoughts on it. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what else everyone else in the community has to say on it that knows NASA's lying and the media's lying. And I think it's interesting because of the fact that they are calling it just a spy balloon, or most of them were calling it a spy balloon instead of what it really is, the only kind of satellites they have. All right, y'all. Well, I guess I'm going to get off of here and get back into retirement. 45 minutes is enough on this, I believe, and maybe people will watch it and start thinking, you know, about how fake NASA is, fake everything is that comes from the Gooberment. Yeah, he was sleeping, he says. I knew that. You're predictable, Mr. Stable-Eyed Stavely. All right, well, I'll play another song, and then we'll probably just get up on out of here. Yep. I was trying to find Cartoon Ball, but I couldn't find it. It's on down here.
Hello, it's me. You know, indoctrination started while we were still naive. Programming our beliefs. And that inertia is the reason we don't feel the earth spinning. Hello, can you hear me? Did you ever stop to question the confession of gravity as a theory Funny thing, force alone can be explained with buoyancy and density. The sun is closer than what they've told us, not 90 million miles away. Hello from the inside. I'm here to tell you not to lie. And there never was a space probe, and those planets you've left so wandering stars. Operation Fishbowl. There never was a South Pole. We're surrounded by walls of ice, and we clearly live inside of a glass door. Hello, how are you? Did you get a chance to join Flat Earth and Globe discussion group to discover all the truth? How the sun, the moon, the stars are all revolving around you. There's no more secret. The earth is stationary, it is fixed, unmovable. Hello from the brighter side. They fooled you with that CGI. While sending rockets
Into the sea, faking that live ISSP.
No matter how high you go,
Or get.
horizons rise to higher ground. From the world's greatest fiction, show you won't need your glow. God will send you anymore. Yeah. Over 120 scriptures support the geocentric design of this earth. Railroads, bridges, lighthouses, fail corrections, make mistakes. Don't be fooled by perspective tricks. It's unlimited vision, hiding your shins. Compasses and gyroscopes.
Prove the earth is not a globe.
Moonlight, star trails, but not as true. Prove we are not the ones on the moon.
Boy, that's a good one. Check in one more time with Doofus. Oh, now he's looking at satellites.
I don't really know much about this.
Oh.
I also don't know which way it's moving and where it is. Thank you to Andrew B.
Imagine that. What a joke. Scott level round. Amen. So look, don't let people get away with saying that that's just some spy balloon, because this is going to be the hot talk around the water cooler, folks. Let me go ahead and stop screen. So just tell everybody that asks that the Earth is flat and stationary. There is no NASA space like they say it is. They're not going to the moon or the Mars. The thing that is hovering over or whatever, flying over the U.S. right now is the only thing they have up there that is a satellite, called a satellite. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Brian Stapley will be live tonight with Rasta Bear, apparently, at 10 p.m. Eastern, I think. He can let you know in the chat if I'm wrong on that. And much love, everyone. Peace out. Tommy here, Tommy out. God bless you all.